Oh, the evil, evil, evil camera, the DriveCam. Look at that. Oh my. You know what? Let's talk about it. I'm big time truck driver. Sitting here. I got me a sleeper. I'm big time truck driver in a sleeper. Look at me. Yeah, I'm in a sleeper truck. I'm usually in a day cab, and I'm usually not in a place where I can do a video like this. This is actually the first time I've been able to do a video like this. I'm picking up a backhaul, taking it down to Temple. I'm not taking it to Cleburne, I'm taking it to Temple, and then I'll pick up a trailer out of Temple and take it to Cleburne. So it's a full day. I've already done about half my day almost, because I had some stores that I delivered to this morning. So yeah, I mean, we do have sleeper trucks or some loads that are longer. We go out to West Texas, East Texas and such. We go, do all sorts of stuff. But usually I'm in a day cab. Usually I'm delivering in Dallas, Fort Worth. So this is kind of new. Something a little different, which is nice. A little change. So years ago, I had the opportunity to go to Estenson Logistics. I chose not to, and one of the deciding factors is they have driver-facing cameras. And I was really against the whole driver-facing camera thing for a lot of reasons why you guys are as well. When I came here, I really wanted a home daily job. I really did. And I really wanted the pay, which is hourly pay, the overtime pay, and holiday pay, all the stuff that they have here. This is what I really wanted. And to do that, I may have to sacrifice some of those things that I really, don't like to be around, like driver-facing cameras. I've been here for a month, and I've set that thing off twice. And I didn't get in trouble. Most of the time what happens is, if you have to get on your brakes or, this, that, and the other, it'll send something like a critical event, and it'll set that thing off. Now, people that have gotten in trouble with that are doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Most of the time it has something to do with their cell phone, or they're doing something, they're distracted by something here in the truck, they're looking down or whatever. I'm not really privileged to all the information, but I could tell you this, is that when I started here, they said, hey man, don't worry about that camera. Yeah, it may get you, but it's more of a coaching thing more than anything else, unless you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Mainly the phone. You got your phone in your hand. If you're sitting there looking at Facebook or you're texting or whatever, thing goes off, it catches you, then yeah, you're going to be in trouble. Another thing that thing pretty much does is, supposedly it scans, and I haven't had this come off on me, is that when you go to a stop sign, and if you roll through it, that thing is like supposed to have technology where it scans and it sees a stop sign, and if you don't stop, it'll go off on you. And it may work with traffic lights. I don't know about traffic lights, but so basically this is simple. This is really simple. If you do what you're supposed to do, you don't have to worry about it. Put down your cell phone, stop at the stop signs, red lights and such. Just do your job. I just don't see a big issue now. There's not this whole thing where someone's watching you and all this stuff, or Now, saying that, me being the conspiracy theorist that I am a conspiracy theorist. I believe in such things, a grassy knoll, and 9/11 was an inside job. Those pictures of Neil Armstrong and those guys, those pictures were taken in a studio. I'm not saying we never landed on the moon, but I'm saying the pictures that we saw were not on the moon. That's now I do believe that the Earth is round. I'm not that nuts, okay? But I will say this, is that my conspiracy theorist kind of mind says, you know, what if there's someone watching? What if there's someone watching? I'm going to give them a show. So I have named my DriveCam Betty, and I talk to Betty occasionally. Most of the time, I'm the tour guide. Say, hey, if you look on your right, look on your left. Or you remember how I used to vlog on my channel and tell you what I'm doing throughout the day, and you know, maybe I'll tell Betty what I'm doing throughout the day. Now, you may think I'm a little strange just talking to a camera that's no one's watching, just there. But what if there is someone there watching? They're getting a show. They're getting a show for sure. And they're named Betty. One of these days I'll find out, because I've told Betty some secrets. That's right, I've told Betty some secrets. I do not picture her as a fine-looking broad. I don't picture her as Betty White. It's a camera that I named Betty. It's that simple. I don't have a problem with the camera now, when before, like I said, back in the day, that was a deciding factor. I don't have a problem with it. When you're on the road here with Hub Group, and really should be anywhere, it don't matter what company you're with, have you a headset. People make fun of people that wear headsets all the time, you know, but I tell you what, this is safer. This is way safer than having the phone in your hand, because all you got to do, if someone's talking to you or if someone's calling to you, hit that button right there. Ring, ring. Hello? Yeah, I'm a big time truck driver. I got me a sleeper truck. Yeah, I'm taking a video, a YouTube video right now. I got a lot of people watching me right now. A lot of people love me. A lot of people hate me. A lot of people are indifferent. One thing it is, I'm like Dallas Cowboys. That's right. I'm like the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are America's team. You always pay attention whether they win or lose. Well, I'm America's truck driver. You always pay attention whether I win or lose. You're paying attention. Okay, all right. I'm talking to nobody. All right, I'm talking to nobody. But as you can tell, listen, this is not a safety hazard. It's not, because I could go down the road. I could talk. I could scan my mirrors, watch the traffic, and all that kind of stuff. Have my hands on the wheel. I could back up into a dock, and if there is ever a time where, say, I get too busy to talk to somebody, I know how to hang up. Now say, hey, I'll let you go, I'll call you back. But for the most part, I mean, you know, it's no different than someone sitting in the passenger seat with you. Okay, you're sitting there talking with a person. So these things right here, a lot of people, especially a lot of old timers, they make fun of them, but these will save you out of a ticket. Okay, and these are far safer than having a phone in your hand or sitting there talking like this. You guys remember before these things got popular and everyone was sitting there doing that? Hey, I was one of those people. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those people going down the road just like that. And when you do that, you're taking a lot of attention on, because you're holding this hand and you're doing this. You're going down the road, you're doing this, okay? And when you have to go and friggin', you know, look at your mirrors or whatever, you're doing this. Or maybe you have to, you know, do this, turn back. Or maybe you're dialing somebody. You're taking your eyes off the road. I mean, I'll tell you something, man. When people are texting down the road, you sit there and watch them. They're worse than a drunk. They're worse than a drunk going down the road, because they're swerving all over the road. Or maybe they're looking at Facebook. They take their eyes off the road for like 20, 30 seconds at a time. You shouldn't be having to do that, folks. So the DriveCam, yes, it's a little tattletale box or whatever, but if you're coming over here and you're worried about the DriveCam, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As long as you're doing what you should be doing, don't worry about it. If something happens, that thing goes off, don't worry about it. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, yes, it will go off. If you're trying to, red light, Uh-oh, someone pulls out. Uh-oh, someone's merging in your lane. You got to friggin' swerve. Got camera. It's facing forward too. It understands the people behind it. You know, usually your driver manager, they're paying attention and they understand that you have to do things to avoid a situation where, you know, you hit something or somebody or whatever. So DriveCam is not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. And you know, you could hate this video, you could be the, oh, it's the most evil thing in the world. Hey, what are you going to give up? All right, what are you going to give up? For me, with my situation, well, I give up that little thing. Okay, I hit a freaking, you know, a stoplight, and I got to get on the brakes. You know, I get in a situation like that, and that thing goes off. I don't worry about it. It's happened already. Not a big deal, because I was doing what I was supposed to. I was doing what I was supposed to. If you're interested in coming over here to the Walmart Dedicated here in Cleburne, Texas for Hub Group, give me a holler. As far as the rest of Hub Group, I don't know that much about, other than Masonite. They do have Masonite. I don't know what the pay structure is over there, but I could tell you what the work is like, because I've done it and I liked it. As a matter of fact, when I came over here, that's what I applied for, was Masonite. And then it was like, hey, what about this instead? I was like, oh, Big Home Daily, Cleburne? That's only like 30 miles away from the house. So I was like, absolutely. So you give up that DriveCam, that thing just sitting there watching you, for I could be home every day, get paid by the hour. Overtime is after 8 hours each day, which is time and a half. And it's a good, fair salary. It is, or good, fair wage, I should say. All the benefits are good, and all that. I have no reason to complain yet. Like I said, I've been here for over a month now, and I'm liking it. I'm digging it. It's a good, fun job. I do my work and I go home. Everybody up there at the office, they're in Cleburne, they all call me by my nickname. They don't call me by Isaac. They call me by Ike. I like that. I didn't have to tell them. I think I told maybe one or two people. I said, call me Ike. But outside of that, man, everybody's called me Ike, and everybody's been real cool. Real good group of people up there in the office, and the drivers too. I haven't had any issues with any drivers. They're solid guys, man. Solid guys. That's what I wanted when I came over here. It's like Masonite. Masonite was solid people. We all wanted to do our job. That way we went home. The office people, we worked well with. The drivers we worked well with, or I worked well with. It was, you could sit there and harp on money and all that kind of stuff over time. When I think about when I was at Masonite, years ago, yeah, the money was there that paid the bills at that time, and but at the end of the day, what do I remember the most? The people. So money you can't take with you, but memories you can. Okay, so just remember that wherever you work. Don't be miserable where you're at. And I'm not saying that to recruit you over here. Somewhere out there, there is a job for you, no matter what it is. It could be Hub Group, it could be Schneider, it could be Swift, it could be anybody. Be an owner, operator, whatever fits you, find it and do it. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. I've talked too long. Talk to you guys later. 73. I'm muted.